Another proof that the Torah is divine comes from archaeological evidence. So there's obviously tons of evidence the events of the Bible happened, but I want to point to one particular piece of evidence called the Ipiwer papyrus. What is the Ipiwer papyrus? Papyrus means paper, the paper of the Egyptians. And the papyrus is written by an Egyptian named Ipiwer who describes crazy events happening in Egypt around 3,300 years ago. The Ipiwer papyrus is an Egyptian account of the exodus of Egypt and of the 10 plagues. So Ipiwer writes in his papyrus that he saw plagues throughout the land. He wrote there's plague everywhere. Blood is everywhere. The river turned to blood. He talks about the plague of frogs. He talks about the plague of pestilence where all the animals died. He talks about the plague of the locust. He talks about the plague of darkness. He says the land is in darkness. Then he talks about the plague of the firstborn, how all the firstborns died. And then he talked about the idea that when the Jews left Egypt, there's a pillar of fire that led them. And we know in Judaism that's called the Anani Akavod, the clouds of glory. These clouds directed the Jews like a GPS navigation. So we have first-hand evidence of the Jews being in Egypt from Ipiwer. Then we have something called the Brooklyn Papyrus, which is a papyrus dated back around the time of the Exodus. And it basically gives you names of Jewish slaves, of Israelite slaves. It gives you the name of Shifra, Asher, Menachem, Issachar. So the idea is there's tons of archaeological evidence pointing to the divinity of the Torah actually happened.